Hello, my dear students. I hope everyone is keeping well. So, once again, welcome back to Geography class. Today, I have come up with a new topic, that is aeolian processes and associated landforms. So, without any further delay, let's start the video. So, the name of the chapter is Aeolian Processes and Associated Landforms. So first of all, we need to know what do we understand by aeolian processes. So here, aeolian processes are associated with the work of wind, particularly in the desert regions. Although the work of wind as an agent of gradation can be noticed everywhere in the world, but it is most active in arid and semi-arid regions. Now the arid and semi-arid regions are known as deserts. So why these aeolian processes are highly associated with the desert regions? Because desert is that area which receives very low rainfall, like below 25 centimeter per year. It has very low humidity, and here the ratio between evaporation to rainfall is very high. And very important thing, there is no such barriers which can prevent the movement of the wind or air. Wind, although present everywhere, is a powerful agent of landform creation only in regions that are dry and mostly free of vegetation cover. Wind erodes, transports, and deposits smaller particles like sand, but may move even larger particles under special conditions. Arid, semi-arid, and subhumid climatic regions are best suited for aeolian features, lead to variety of features. These drier part occupies central and western regions of the continents that are on the leeward side of the easterly rain-bearing wind coming from the oceans. Now let's check out the different types of hot desert present in the world. So desert occupies about 30% of the surface area of the earth. The main hot deserts are in Africa. The Sahara in the north of the equator is the largest desert of the world. The Namib Desert and the Kalahari Desert, which lies to the south of the equator. In Asia, the Arabian Desert in the Middle East and the Thar Desert in India and Pakistan are the main hot desert. However, in the Central Asia, a vast area is covered by cold desert, where both the temperature and rainfall is low. These include the Gobi and Turkestan Desert. Now let's come to North America. The desert of Arizona and Southern California and Mexico. In South America, the Atacama and Peruvian desert is present. In Australia, there is only one desert, that is Great Australian Desert. So students, whenever you learn the different desert, please try to see the world map. Now next is work of wind in a desert area. The three main processes that plays vital role in the development of aeolian landforms are: number 1, erosion by wind; number 2, transportation by wind; and number 3, deposition by wind. First, let's discuss erosion by wind. The loose particles of sand are easily blown away by strong surface wind. This is known as erosion. The wind by itself, just like water and ice, has little erosive effect on rocks. The loose rock materials carried by wind acts as its tool in wearing them down. This work of wind is limited to heights close to the ground, as it is unable to carry the sand particles high up in the air. Wind action also depends on the size of grains carried above or moved along the ground, the speed of the wind, and the length of time. Again, I am repeating, the speed of the wind depends on three factors: the size of the materials, the speed of the wind, and the length of the time. Wind erosion follows three different processes. First, deflation, second, abrasion, and third, attrition. The particles which are loosened by weathering are blown by wind. This is known as deflation. Next is abrasion. The dust and sand particles present in the air float in the atmosphere. When wind blows faster, these particles act like sandpaper on the rocks. They are known as tools of wind and wear down the rocks by scraping, rubbing, undercutting, scoring, and grooving, etc. This action is known as abrasion. Last process, attrition. The sand particles in the air also strikes against one another and get reduced and rounded by friction. And this process is called attrition. I hope this much is clear to you all. In the next video, we will be discussing about the different landform made by wind erosion.